With almost 410 years of service, many of our paths have led to this university we now call our second home. Here, decisions were settled, lifelong friends were made, and for some of us, plans were altered. Given the pandemic, most, if not all of us, had to suddenly change our lifestyles and career setups in order to adapt to these strange times. With that, soon to be graduates may now have several questions in mind on how the new work setups will be like once they step out of the university. Today, we answer some of those questions and queries by looking into the footsteps that have already left the university, those of our Tamashan alumni. Good afternoon, Tigers. I'm Angel Nicole De Castro, and let me introduce you to Trailblazers. Today, we're going beyond the sketchbooks and computations, following the footsteps of one of our very own Tamashan engineers as he makes his way into the architecture, interior design, and home industry building. Worried that some of your questions may not be answered in today's episode? Well, don't worry, Tigers, because we got you covered. Feel free to leave some of your questions and reactions in the comment section, either at the bottom or right side of your screen, or tweet us at US Tiger TV using the hashtag unveiling the blueprints. Again, that's at US Tiger TV with the hashtag unveiling the blueprints. Of course, Tigers, it's your time, especially for all of our Damashan engineers or future Damashan engineers. Take this opportunity to talk with us along with our special guest. So, without further ado, let's welcome our guest for today. Since graduating as an electronics communication engineer of batch 1997, he took on the information technology and appliance industry for 20 years, taking roles in global operations, product management, account and client relationship management, and business development. Well, not too long ago, he decided to try and make something of his own alongside a few colleagues to keep up with the digital shift we are currently experiencing. So, let us all give a warm welcome to the co-founder of Buildeee, Mr. Stewart Lim. Hello, Sir Lim. Welcome to the Trailblazers, of course.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you for having me on the show.
Mm-hmm. And of course, Sir Lim, how are you today in this very afternoon?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go straight right to it, of course, Sir Lim. What have you done to adjust to the changes brought about by the pandemic in your life, both personal and professional life?
Yeah, as they say, this is the new normal, so we need to adapt. So
Mm-hmm.
personally, uh, I need to be more extra careful in hygiene and cleanliness inside the house, and as much as possible, not going out just as
Mm-hmm.
needed. But professionally, what's interesting is that I just resigned from my business development manager
Mm-hmm.
last March of 2020 to concentrate on Buildeee. Actually, then come April, Philippines has been lockdown. So in this time, we we are able to discuss deeply our plans
Mm-hmm.
and our concepts on Buildeee. So in this time as well, we feel the need for a one-stop shop in a construction industry here in the Philippines. That's why I already uh, do full time in Buildeee.
Mm. And cutting right to the chase, how did your experience as a Tamashan shape your perspective on the nature and work environment of your career path? So, how does this whole Tamashan spirit help you, of course?
Yeah, actually, in my stay in UST, it helped me to become more hardworking and more resilient as a
Mm-hmm.
person. And in
Mm-hmm.
UST, I also developed friendship, actually, friends that turned into business partners.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Salim. So before we go more in depth, we'll be taking a quick break. So stay tuned, Tigers. The Trailblazers will be right back.
We are always on the move, always on track, and in full swing. Serving the Thamashan community by creating. Grow and growl with us. We are in full swing. We are the Tiger Media Network.
Tiger Media Network is constantly on the go to create, reinvent, and inspire. We kicked 2020 off with a bang. 2020 was the start of a new era.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the show.
But in a snap, everything we knew changed. 2020 became a year of uncertainty, filled with unexpected challenges that perhaps hammered us to the brink of giving up. But despite everything, we did it anyway. UST Tiger TV and Tiger Radio have been trailblazers for UST media since their conception and will continue to create content for the Tiger family on every show, report, and event.
Hey Tigers, we are back with another episode of Culture Shock.
This is Lifeline.
4th Street.
This is Tata Tomasino.
And this is Tiger News Weekly.
Today's episode of San Tayo Kakain?
UST's premier sports show, The Frontrunners.
Yo guys, Tiger Jock Abel here.
Tiger Jock Ellie.
Tiger Jock Fame.
Tiger Jock Nick.
I'm Tiger Jock Nova.
I am Tiger Jock Alzel.
You're tuned in to Curious Tiger, the Roarback Show,
For the street mix.
Cuento Masino.
Take care, Tiger.
Hello, Anyong. Only on the station.
Only at the station.
Only on 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 the station. On the only station.
On the only station
Only on the station.
where you hear the roar, UST Tiger Radio.
Tiger Media Network will continue to make everyone hear the roar, bringing new and exciting content to you, the Mashans, every step of the way. Stay tuned, Tigers, because with Tiger Media Network, the roar never falters.
And we're back. You're still with me, Angel Nicole De Castro, as we follow the trails of our Tamashan alumni only here on the Trailblazers. Now, before the break, Sir Lim gave us a sneak peek on the life of a Tamashan engineer and their perspective before, during, and after their stay in the university. So now going more in depth as to how it's changed due to the pandemic and what can we expect from this point onward. So, Sir Lim, are you still there? Hi.
Yes. Hi.
hmm And I know that, of course, a lot of things have changed in the
Yes.
university since from your stay and to our generation. Wow, generation now. But my first question, Sir Lim, could you please describe the environment of your workplace and nature of work prior to the pandemic?
Actually, before pandemic, as a business development manager, most of the dealings are face to face. So we present our proposal, see their business. So actually, the hardship right now is not having to have a face-to-face meeting, because face-to-face meeting will also help develop the client vendor relationship. So I think what's that affected is the face-to-face, and now we're moving to online. So more on Zoom meeting.
Mm-hmm. And of course, Sir Lim, there's a lot of changes in terms of
Yes.
policy in the country. What specific aspects of your work have been affected?
Actually, as I said to you, we need to adapt it to the changes, but definitely our work, because we're also doing video production, so there's a delay in the production because for safety reasons. And so we delayed some of the projects,
Mm-hmm.
and even
Mm-hmm.
our during the time during the pandemic, our acquisition of business permits has also been affected, and the development of the website is also delayed a bit. But of course, we need to be what do you call this adapted to it. So what we did is
Mm-hmm.
really to close meeting every twice a week, just to improve the efficiency and the development of our website.
Mm-hmm. And of course, seeing on your Facebook page, which is really nice, by the way, Sir Lim, considering that Buildeee is technology centered, do they think that most industries will follow in their lead and lean more towards technology than manpower in in the years to come?
For me, definitely, manpower cannot be replaced by technology. But actually, technology helps. Technology will helps the efficiency and
Yes.
the workload of our engineers and future engineers and architects. And I think the businesses right now is embracing as well the
Mm-hmm.
technology. So it's be better to be online, to be seen online. So actually,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, this also will could help by Buildeee by uh,
Mm-hmm.
giving the professionals a site and the small and pop shops to showcase their businesses and their works online in Buildeee.
Mm-hmm. And since we're already talking about Buildy, can you tell us more as to what our future Tomasians could learn from it? Or what can it offer, of course, to the public?
Yeah. Maybe I could share an example. Like, I know everyone's
Mm-hmm.
familiar with Lazada, with Shopee.
Ah,
So
yes, of
the
course.
consumer is also evolving. So what I see in the future for our architects and our engineers is to showcase their achievements, their profiles online. So we could help you on that because as of now, Buildy is offering a free professional hosting on their website, so they could showcase. And even for other apps, they show the reviews, diba? People tends to want to see more on the information. So having this a platform will really help our future engineers and architects. So what's new, what's the trend right now, and
Mm-hmm.
what's
Yes.
I think the consumer is evolving right that way. So they need to be visual and very uh, what do you call this? There should be visible online as well already.
Mm-hmm. And if ever, what can our future engineers, architects, and home builders in general expect from their work in the next 5 years, given technology's advancements? I know that
Yeah.
you've mentioned earlier that it will be easier for them, but
Yes.
what more can you say to that, sir?
Yeah, actually, what I say is they should embrace the technology. Actually, they should not lose
Mm-hmm.
the passion. Di ba? They enhance the skills in the school, but after graduate, you need also to upgrade yourself because 5 to 10 years from now, di ba, technology is really evolving. So more on the 3D, the walkthrough, and actually all will be online right now, especially right now in
Mm-hmm.
pandemic, di ba? There's very limited for us to go outside. So I think they need to evolve, and I think even the drone, di ba? Maybe instead of you going
Mm-hmm.
the site, you just use the drone to check on the site, 'di ba, in the near future. So keep on learning and keep on evolving as well to the changes.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of architectural structures and systems, what do you think our future engineers and architects should focus on creating or working on once they get into, the field that they want to be in based on society's current and predicted situation?
Yeah, as I mentioned, di ba, during the pandemic, the digitalization is really, the shift in digitalization is fast track already. So,
Mm-hmm.
so they need to evolve as well and learning the things that they could to learn things, the new things, uh, what's there to offer, and
Mm-hmm.
actually, maybe that what I could share really is the to be what do you call this? You involve and don't be try and don't be shy to try new things. So because change is constant, as they say.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Change is constant indeed, Sir Lim. So, considering that you graduated as an engineer and have created a company that's centered on home building with the use of technology, what skills do you think soon to be graduates should familiarize rather themselves with? Do you think these skills will become more in demand in the next 5 to 10 years? And why, of course,
Actually,
in
for
here
an
we can see your
architecture,
pictures. Mhm,
basically the still there is the AutoCAD and some softwares.
mhm,
But what I'm seeing is the more on the rendering because or the VR that you could see
mhm,
not only the design, but you could like you're going inside your house already. So that's the thing that will be in the future.
mhm. So
Other
indeed,
than the
of course, for
conventional
our
thing that we
Timashan,
see, the plans, the layout, but
yes,
immersion,
yes.
being immersed on the
Mhm.
the project.
Mm-hmm. And that is really nice. So for our Tamashan engineers out there, take the word for it from Mr. Lim, for Sir Lim. So thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and experience with us today, Sir Lim. I'm sure a lot of our future home builders can now walk into their offices with confidence, knowing what to expect. And we have a few more questions and clarifications from our audience members. So these are the questions, Sir Lim, that they would like to ask you. This is from Jean Hopida on Facebook. James asks, "Hi sir, what are the challenges did you face after graduating, especially with regards to finding a job?"
Challenges. Actually, during my graduation, finding a job. Actually, initially, if you're not, I think you're not but choosy in your work. Actually, initially
Mm-hmm.
you want to gain experience. So I think,
Oh, yeah.
and being a graduate of UST, I think you don't have a much problem in finding a job. But don't be just choosy initially. We need to get more experience, and to gain experience, there's a time you could transfer to another job. So I think
Mm,
there's not so much trouble in finding a job. That just not
mm,
those who choosy, but gain experience on what field you want to
mm.
do.
Yeah, so as stated, um, choose properly and always go for the experience, right, Sir Lim?
Yes. Oh, and finding
And
the right mentor.
oh, exactly. Yes, Sir Lim. And of course, we have our second question from Hansel Contreras on Facebook. Hansel Contreras asks, "Hi, sir. What are the qualities of the fresh grads needs to possess to be more attractive to employers?" This is really timely, especially of today in the pandemic. And does having an internship experience gives a fresh graduate an edge when finding a job?
Yeah, actually, definitely. Because when I'm still in UST, I also do
Mm-hmm.
part-time jobs. Actually, it will help you to gain what it's like to be working prior to your
Mm-hmm.
application to a new job.
So it's a great stepping stone. Is that it, Sir
Yes.
Lim? Mm-hmm. And we have our next question from Relza Magsumbol on Facebook. She asks, Hi, sir. Knowing that studying engineering in UST is hard, what is the memorable challenge you had as a Tamashan? And how did it help you in your work today?
Actually, as we were talking a while ago, what I remember, the really tough time is the third year when you're doing majoring. First year and second year is a breeze, but for the majoring
Mm,
part, it's really the hard part that you need to be uh, resilient and
mhm,
really study hard. That actually that would help really, being in a Catholic school also help that you need to be trustworthy and you need to prove yourself to your bosses before they could gain
mm,
your their trust as well.
mhm. So thank you so much once again, Sir Lim. And now we still have some time left, so we'll be taking a quick break. Stay tuned because the Trailblazers will be right back.
We are always on the move, always on track, and in full swing. Serving the Tamashan community by creating. Grow and growl with us. We are in full swing. We are the Tiger Media Network.
Tiger Media Network is constantly on the go to create, reinvent, and inspire. We kicked 2020 off with a bang. 2020 was the start of a new era.
Welcome back to the show.
But in a snap,
Guys,
everything we
welcome
knew
back to the show. We are back.
changed. 2020 became a year of uncertainty, filled with unexpected challenges that perhaps hammered us to the brink of giving up. But despite everything, we did it anyway. UST Tiger TV and Tiger Radio have been trailblazers for UST media since their conception and will continue to create content for the Tiger family on every show, report, and event.
Hey Tigers, we are back with another episode of Culture Shock.
This is Lifeline.
4th Street.
This is Tata Tomasino.
And this is Tiger News Weekly.
Today's episode of San Tayo Kakain?
UST's premier sports show, The Frontrunners.
Yo guys, Tiger Jock Abel here.
Tiger Jock Ellie.
Tiger Jock Fame.
Tiger Jock Nick.
I'm Tiger Jock Nova.
I am Tiger Jock Alzel.
You're tuned in to Curious Tiger.
The Roarback Show.
With the Street Mix.
Kwento Masino. Take care, Tiger.
Hello, Anyong. Only on the station.
Only at the station.
Only on 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 the station.
On the only station.
On the only station.
Only on the station.
Where you hear the roar. UST Tiger Radio.
Tiger Media Network will continue to make everyone hear the roar, bring new and exciting content to you, the Mashins, every step of the way. Stay tuned, Tigers, because with Tiger Media Network, the roar never falters.
And welcome back to the Trailblazers. You're still with me, Angel Nicole De Castro, and today's guest, Sir Stewart Lim of Buildeee. So, picking up where we left off, Sir Lim, what's one thing you wish you knew or did while you were still in college? Because I know it's been a long time.
Yes, actually, for me, I think I wish I'll read more because really it will sharpen your mind. And actually, my experience during college, there's a time that I been addicted to video games. Actually, it's really a waste of your time. So I think the one thing that I wish that I done more is really reading more books to sharpen the mind.
Mm-hmm. Right. And now, speaking of going back to college, we're going to go back in time into our campus with a game we like to call Three Photos, One Tomasino. So, we'll
Okay.
be presenting to both you, Sir Lim, and our audience members who's watching here right now three photos of different places in UST. Choose the place that's most significant or memorable to you and share with us your story. So, for our tigers watching from home, you can join in too by using our story template posted on UST Tiger TV's Instagram account at US Tiger TV or code replying our tweets under the same username at US Tiger TV. Again, check out our Instagram and Twitter accounts, both at US Tiger TV for our story template and tweets on three photos, one Tomasino. So now, are you ready, Sir Lim? Hmm?
Yes.
Yes. So let's up. First up, we have here. First is a Roque Ruano building. Next, Plaza Mayor and Lovers Lane. So, Sir Lim, which of those places that you have the most fondest
The
memory of?
engineering building, because
Mm-hmm.
our batch is quite memorable. We're the last batch that has air condition, that doesn't have air condition.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. As you mentioned earlier, the tuition fee was a bit cheaper
Yeah,
back
yes, at
then.
least not that high. And actually, it's minimal. I think it's around that time 500 difference, but it's okay.
Mm,
That time that's not really hot anyway.
and of course, as your limits up to the next round. With
Yes.
the next round, we have the first picture is Quadricentennial Park, Open Field, and Arch of the Century. So, which of those places, Erlin?
Yeah, open field. I think I remember that our batch is the uh,
Mm-hmm.
not the fourth pit. I think we have a celebration there for celebrating the basketball team having the no achievement for pit,
Mm-hmm.
being champions for four consecutive
Wow.
years. Yeah.
Mm, that is amazing. And so, to wrap up today's discussion on what future home builders should expect, this is the last question, Sir Lim. Any short advice or tips you could give to our future architects and engineers watching?
Actually, right now, change is constant, that we need to accept the changes and actually to always look at the bright side of things. Never give up. Yeah. So right now it's
Mm-hmm.
pandemic, but we really need to what we not do should not waste our time during this pandemic. It's still, if you want to read or do something, just do it and continue to learn as well. And don't be afraid to try.
Exactly, Sir Lim. Never give up. So once again, let's give a warm virtual round of applause to Sir Stewart Lim. And while
Thank you
I'm sure you
again.
have a lot more stories, mhm, while I'm sure that you have a lot more stories and advice to share with us, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. Again, thank you so much, Sir Lim, for joining us today.
Thank you as well for having me.
And thank you to all our viewers as well. For more episodes and shows to watch, feel free to check out and like UST Tiger TV's Facebook page at US Tiger TV and follow us on both Twitter and Instagram for more updates, games, and snippets of your favorite Tiger TV shows. Again, that's at US Tiger TV for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So until the next Crossroad Tigers, I'm Angel Nicole De Castro, and this has been the Trailblazers. Stay safe, Tigers.